The Old West of the 19th century was a realm where the line between good guys and bad guys was often blurred, and the distinction between lawmen and outlaws was complex. On one hand, there were the celebrated lawmen, epitomized by figures such as Bass Reeves, Cy McCall, and Marshal Bill Tillman. These individuals sought to establish order in the lawless territories, enforcing justice through means that sometimes required a willingness to bend the rules. On the other hand, the outlaws of the Old West, such as Cole Younger and Frank James, were often driven by a combination of desperation, revenge, or the allure of easy riches. Yet, even within this dichotomy, the narratives of good and bad were often intertwined, with outlaws occasionally becoming folk heroes and lawmen being criticized for their methods. The Old West, with its ever-shifting morality, fostered a rich and complex tapestry of characters, each contributing to the shaping of the American frontier. In the rugged expanse of the American Wild West during the 19th century, there lived a legendary cowboy by the name of Cy McCall. Born in a small frontier town in Texas in 1842, Cy's life was destined for adventure, and his deeds would become the stuff of legend. As a young man, Cy learned the ways of the land, riding horses and herding cattle alongside his father on their family ranch. It was during these formative years that he honed his unmatched skills as a sharpshooter and a horseman, earning him the respect of the local ranchers and wranglers, and the love of a lifelong friend.
Little Kate Carter, all growed up. I've been chasing that horse for the better part of 2 years. Almost caught him this time, too.
Some things are just meant to be free.
Oh, well, he's mine, all right. He just doesn't know it yet. Say, didn't I see you at the Jubilee last week?
I don't know what you saw, Cy McCall. At the time, two rather large men seemed intent on improving your appearance. Black and blue does look good on you. Temporary, I'm sure.
You know, Kate Carter, the first time I ever laid eyes on you, you was naked as a jaybird. Your mom had you standing in a wash pan, scrubbing dried mud off of you. Scared my horse so bad he couldn't eat for a week. Didn't do me none too good neither.
I assure you, neither you nor your horse need fear further distress. My mother's lack of deportment 20 years ago merely reflects a less gentle world, with little time for modesty. Times have changed. I'm sure you and your horse have some other poor animal to torment. So if you don't mind, you're blocking my path, and the day is far too engaging to waste even a moment. Thank you.
Now, Kate, hold up. Now, look, I know you're full of education and dinner parties, fellas with slick hair and fancy frocks. Forget all about that for 1 second. Got something I want to show you, something brand new.
What could you possibly have to show me?
Just get off your high horse and follow me. If it ain't the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, I'll eat dried mud. Promise. Well, you coming? What do you think, Kate Carter? Nothing like it in St. Louis.
Do not dispute that, Cy McCall.
Charlie Brokenhand told me about him. He migrated south from the border. Paul says it's the way it used to be, back before their hides became so popular back east.
I'm surprised McCalls are not stringing up barbed wire as we speak.
You know, McCalls hate wire just as much as anybody. Losing cows ain't much choice. Nothing against your mom, mind you. But those rustlers drove McCall stock across Carter lands.
And I suppose...
Don't suppose nothing, Kate. Charles Carter, your father was top of the heap. Paul says there's no better man in the whole territory. But when he passed on... look, everybody knows your mother's got sand. Lord knows she's got her hands full. Ned, well, he'll get over the whole confusing mess. I'll see to it.
You see to it, Simon McCall. Thank you. This indeed has been something brand new.
Wait up!
One of his most famous exploits involved a daring rescue mission to free his kidnapped mother from the clutches of the ruthless outlaw Abraham
Charlie.
Tanner.
Eagle's Nest. Can I get to the top ridge without scaling the path?
Why?
I just got to. Can I get there?
Greater high places?
I don't have a choice.
Leave the horse here. I'll get some rope.
Get up there. Come on. Get up there with yourself. There you go. Get up there, woman. Nothing you can buy. Just in case anything happens to me, your silver spoon won't buy you another minute. Your kind makes people bleed. Expects them to love you for it.
I didn't say it would be easy.
War paint's a bit much, ain't it?
Scares the hell out of white eyes.
Stop right there, old man. Or your woman here will be at your feet before you can make another step.
Let her loose.
Stay put, old man. My business ain't with you. How many people you invite, McCaw? What if I just send you what you come for?
Cy killed Tanner on the mountain that day and went on to become Marshal of the town of Dusty Ridge, a lawless outpost on the fringes of civilization. Dusty Ridge was plagued by outlaws, and Cy McCall was determined to bring them to justice.
Hello. It's been a while, compadre.
Yeah, I guess.
What brings you in this evening?
Oh, just out walking and thinking. Realized I was out front and I knew you'd be in here, so thought I'd come in and job it.
I'm glad you did. Say, did you hear about what happened over at the North Ridge today?
Yeah, heard about something going on out there.
Yeah, Paul West and his bunch, got all shot up. One of his men got away, but nobody got a good look at him. Well, otherwise his face might be on one of these in the morning.
Yeah, he's lucky. We're blessed. Can I ask you a question?
Always.
Why did you want to be the law?
What do you mean?
What made you decide that being the marshal was what you wanted to do?
Oh, I saw a need, I guess. Somebody's got to keep things straight in this town. Why are you asking?
I don't know. Trying to figure some stuff out.
Well, the way I see it, somebody's got to give these folks a decent place to live. When Marshal Samuels moved on, well, I thought I might be up to it. Plus, I rather enjoy the respect that folks give me around here. When we were younger, I never thought that would happen. Not that long ago, you and I could have been sharing a cell together.
We did have some wild times.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's in the past now. Although I gotta admit, I'm still a little bit worried about you. Well, until you settle down with Mary. She's a strong, solid woman. It's just what you needed.
Yeah, I know I'm lucky to have her in my life. But I don't know what she sees in me.
Well, you've got a good heart, Robert Lowe. You're a good man. I think most folks believe that. And don't worry. You'll find it. Just like I did.
Georgia Lamb was a remarkable and unconventional figure in the 19th century Old West. Born in 1840 in the bustling city of San Francisco, she was destined to leave a lasting legacy as a brothel owner in the untamed frontier. Georgia was a shrewd businesswoman, a compassionate friend, and a fearless trailblazer. In 1870, Georgia took a bold step and opened her own brothel in Singletree, Montana. With her striking red hair and piercing brown eyes, she quickly became a prominent figure in the community.
Would like to stay a little longer.
I'm sure you would. But the morning comes early and I've got a business to run. So you be on your way. Besides, I do not need Maggie Carter gunning for me.
She ain't got nothing to say but who I spend my time with.
Oh, something tells me she does.
She poked and prodded my father along, but I'll be damned if she gonna run my life.
Shh.
You don't believe me either. You're like everybody else. Maybe you need me to show you how much of a man I can be.
Ned? Go home. Sooner or later, you're gonna learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. For your sake, I hope it's sooner.
I'm sorry. I would like to stay,
I know.
please.
I know. Now you go on.
The entrepreneurial woman of the late 19th century had few outlets available to her. One of the best and most lucrative was to own a brothel. The names of many of these industrious women are still known to this day. Madame Dora Dufresne was a legend in Deadwood. She was a friend of, and in fact an employer of, Calamity Jane. She was so successful that she opened branch offices in Sturgis, Rapid City, and Belle Fourche. Molly Johnson was another fixture in Deadwood. All of Molly's girls were blonde, thus earning her the title of Queen of the Blondes. Now, down in Texas, the English-born Fanny Porter was running an establishment that was a regular stop of the Wild Bunch. In fact, Harry Longabell, who is better known as the Sundance Kid, met his female companion Etta Place at Fanny's.
Georgia Lamb's life was not without its share of challenges and controversies. She faced numerous altercations with lawmen, rival entrepreneurs, and moralists, like ranch owner Maggie Carter, seeking to shut down her business.
Wait a minute, you can't go up there!
What's all the racket? Job's hard enough without putting up with people's got no upbringing.
Come on, Belle. I think I can...
Too late, Wally. You had your chance and you lost it. Now put your pants on and get back home.
I'm here for my son.
Ned's not here. In fact, he hasn't been here in 2 days.
What's wrong with Ned sowing a few wild oats?
Not in this cesspool, he won't.
Well, at least when he's with me, he feels like he's a man.
Cattle rustling caused gunfights in the American West during the 1800s. Cattle rustling, also known as cattle theft or range war, was a prevalent problem in the frontier regions where cattle ranching was a major industry. The vast open spaces and large herds of cattle made it an attractive target for outlaws and thieves. The enforcement of law and order was limited in these remote regions, and cattle ranchers often took matters into their own hands to protect their livelihoods. Many ranchers formed vigilante groups to pursue and apprehend cattle rustlers, but this sometimes led to pitched gun battles.
Found him, Paul. Not 20 miles from here, near the old relay station.
I was just up on the wagon trail yesterday. Nary a sign.
Now, they didn't use the trail. They took him north through Creek Run, circled back, brought him around through the East Draw, near the reservation. Would have never found him if it wasn't for a stray they missed. We got him this time.
You get the men, you stay with your ma just in case.
Ain't likely, Paul.
Cyrus, lend me a gun and a saddle horse. I can't miss this story.
I ain't got time to nursemaid no greenhorn.
Don't worry about me, really.
Send for Sheriff McKenna, please. For me, Cyrus. Wait.
I can't. You know I can't. Let's ride.
I'll never forget the look on Rachel McCall's face as we rode away from Big Sky that day. She sensed we were heading for trouble. Young Sam McCall knew that not far below Osage Station, 100 head of McCall cattle grazed on reservation land. I suspect we all thought Bateman and his henchmen would get wind and hightail it. We were wrong.
Jack! Any sign of Miller yet?
I ain't seen him.
I want those beeves going tonight. Now you tell Watts to get down to the herd, and you...
There's 6 riders about 5 miles out.
You get the women inside. Come here. I want you to go over there.
Get them women inside!
You get right behind that door, all right? And you shoot the first thing that isn't me. The hell are those women? You get them in here. You better move your ass. Now, this here's a white woman. Now, none of y'all want to see her dead. You get that big black you rode in on and bring him up here, now! Everybody just stay calm. Don't nobody get nervous, especially you, old man. Come on now. You better hurry up with that horse.
Bass Reeves was an iconic figure of the American Old West. celebrated for his remarkable career as a deputy U.S. Marshal and his status as one of the first African-American lawmen west of the Mississippi River during the late 19th century. He was known for his exceptional tracking skills, sharpshooting ability, and unwavering commitment to upholding the law. Over the course of his career, he apprehended over 3,000 felons, including the notorious outlaws, the Brunter brothers.
Damn! Mr. Bass Reeves! How in the name of all that's holy are you?
Marshal Earp, I've been better. And I suspect I've looked better too.
At our age, we should simply avoid mirrors.
I've been chasing these Brunner brothers halfway across the territory, and I've yet to corral them.
The Brunters? Here?
I swear they are as elusive as snakes.
Well, if you don't mind the company, I'd like to help you find them. Maybe we could put them out of our collective misery.
I was hoping you'd say that. Mind sharing some of your coffee? Sad was the day McKinley died. The wagon broke down and the horses cried.
Cheers.
Let's split up, double our chances. They're either toward Dilson Caves or hole up near Pine Grove. Take Dilson, Wyatt. I'll head south to the Grove.
That's a deal. Let's say I meet you here in 2 nights or so.
And no heroics, Wyatt, if you spot them. Adios. Meet you back here in Dos Mañanas.
The Brunter brothers, known for their cunning and brutality, robbed people, banks, stagecoaches, and trains, leaving a trail of bloodshed in their wake. Their violent reputation grew, and they became wanted men across the Wild West.
Keep on going. Go ahead. It's on out there. It's gonna be a while.
Cowboy.
Oh, he's way out there. Just keep on going.
Follow the tracks.
Oh, just go. Go. You're never gonna find him. Ain't no way. Go. Have fun. Yeah, you wish you had a gun. Here. Let me get one for you. You think that? I think the other way.
No, follow the tracks.
Yeah, keep on going. Go ahead. It's on out there.
Don't shoot, Wyatt. It's me.
Well, ain't that something? Brunter!
Yep.
I thought you said no heroics.
No choice.
Why the gag?
Talks too much.
Understood.
Any more complaints? You can join your neighbor.
So you gonna tell me what happened, or keep me hanging?
I ran into the brothers at the Grove. They was breaking camp, so there was no time for me to come get you. Joe here was feeling somewhat perplexed. Seems his horse disappeared, and he was still too much addled from all that rot gut. Joe was about 40 yards down over the hill. Jake and Bill was gathering up their gear, so I worked my way around to where the horses were tied, and I set them loose. They were cussing like sailors. Jake and Bill come up the hill right into my gun. I hands over the arrest warrant to Jake. He raises his long gun, and I dropped that sucker right where he stood. And that gave Bill time to draw, but in his excitement, he shot low, hitting me in the belt buckle.
Belt buckle? You hurt?
Like the dickens. I got the bruises to prove it.
You don't have to show me. I mean,
I shot second. Bill left this world quick and easy. Our friend there hears the commotion, sobers up quick, sees me with my gun belt around my knee, rushes at me like a rank bull. And I'm standing there, gun empty, moving like a dance hall girl in a too-tight dress. When Joe gets over to me, I stop. I brace myself against a tree, and I clubbed that sucker as hard as I
could. Shut up, Joe. You're ruining my picture.
Oh, no, Joe's right. That wasn't a very sporting thing for me to do. But frankly, right about now, I ain't in a sporting mood. Just one more word.
You know, out in California, they're making moving pictures about the old days. Hell, they even called me to be a consultant. Tell my stories, they put it on a screen. You ought to get in on some of that action. I mean, this story here, you know, people ought to see this.
Forget it, Wyatt. Nobody puts a black man in a motion picture unless he's shining somebody's boots. And I ain't shined nobody's boots since 1865.
Well. Even still, this story here belongs in the flickers.
Sure, the day I wake up as a red-headed Irishman.
Cole Younger and Frank James were two infamous figures in American history, best known for their association with the outlaw group known as the James Younger Gang. Like Cole Younger, Frank James joined the Confederate guerrillas during the Civil War, serving under William Quantrill and later with his brother, Jesse James. Let's listen to Frank and Cole talk to famed lawman Bat Masterson about their early days.
How did you two good souls crawl into so many dark holes?
Maybe a couple of young man brothers were riding back to Missouri from the States' war. They get home, And the new order has given their farm to a Yank. That's okay. Carpetbagger offered him a job on their own farm, slopping hogs.
Same thing in town, too. Sweep my floors, Reb. Clean out this platoon, Reb. Hell, couldn't vote. Couldn't even preach in a church.
Well, you preaching.
You're missing the point, Masterson. It's not that I wanted to, it's that I couldn't.
Maybe these fellas could think that the bankers and the carpetbaggers that took all their money deserve to be got after.
For example.
Huh?
You are talking metaphorically, aren't you there, Frank? I mean, you're not saying that we were robbing anybody.
Still, if some of those land robbers and carpetbaggers took a bullet...
For example.
What are you, his lawyer?
Who could say who's the bad guy here, for example? I mean, they're just trying to get back what these people took from them.
To brighter days, gentlemen. May all our dark holes be filled with light. Yes, to that I will drink.
Well, Bat, I'm gonna pass on that drink because I kind of like having a little darkness with my light.
I guess we're just more comfortable living with our shadows, Bat.
Well, hell. I'll drink to that then.
A decade ago, the final act of the James Younger Gang took place back on September 7, 1876, when the James Younger Gang attempted to rob a bank in Northfield, Minnesota. 2 of the outlaws entered the bank, as the remaining 5, led by Cole Younger, remained on the street to provide cover. The crime soon went awry when the townspeople set off the alarm and ran for their guns. Younger and his brothers began to fire in the air to clear the streets, but the townspeople opened a deadly hail of bullets, killing 2 gang members and badly wounding Bob Younger. As the townfolk formed posses to pursue the fleeing gang, the outlaws separated. The James brothers made it back to Missouri, but the 3 younger brothers did not. They and another gang member, Charlie Pitts, waged a gun battle with a local posse in a wooded ravine along the Watonwan River west of Medelia, Minnesota. Pitts was killed, and Cole, Jim, and Bob Younger were badly wounded and captured. Cole spent the next decade in prison and was released in the custody of Marshal Bill Tillman to make a silent film about a bank robbery with real outlaws and lawmen.
Damn. I never do get used to seeing that mess of scars. Ancient ghosts continue to haunt. 11 from Northfield alone. That wasn't our best adventure there, Frank.
Nope.
Yet here you stay, body and soul. Evidently. Well, at least I'll look good while Tillman humiliates me in front of the rest of the world. The upside is, though, he might be able to make me look 20 years younger.
It's too late for guys like us.
Perhaps. But perhaps it's not too late to set it right.
Set what right, Cole?
Northfield, Minnesota.
Northfield? There ain't no setting that right, Cole. The minute we hauled out of that bank, we didn't have a chance. I mean, you still got the scars to prove it. It cost us dearly.
I gotta set it right, Frank. And this might be my last chance. And the upside is getting to knock that self-righteous Bill Tillman off his high horse. There's nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so.
There's always a consequence, Cole.
Perhaps, Frank, we were alive back then. Hell, they were writing books about us, the Robin Hoods of the West. Now, We're just fodder for the likes of Tillman. Forgotten relics from a forgotten age.
You know, Cole, I got a good life here. I own my business. I'm making a living. I mean, yeah, it's a little boring, you know? I'm kind of bored out of my head. Every day's the same, you know, you're stitching this and measuring that. I'm like a old maid or something. But I got respect. But I stand for nothing. Oh my God. What do you got in mind for me now, Mr. Satan?
What if we rob the bank for real?
Why?
Humiliate the great Bill Tillman. Hell, if he has his way, we'll be laughingstock.
On the other hand, if we can turn the tables, rob that bank for real, then it's Tillman and Masterson who play the fools, and we become the legends.
We might become dead legends.
No, I have no intention of dying.
Frank, are you in?
As long as it's not another Northfield. Now, how do you see this playing out, Cole?
Come on. Whatever you two are planning, I want in.
This calls for a drink.
You forget your place, Murphy?
No, Cole, I'm right where I meant to be all along.
That's not part of the plan, Murphy.
Yeah, well, there's been a slight change in plan. No need to go there, Cole. Now, what is your name?
Mordecai Goldstein? My friends call me Mort.
Mort. Well, I want you to do me a favor.
A favor? What kind of favor?
In case you haven't figured it out, these are real, son. I want you to take this bag, go to that safe and fill it with real money.
I forgot the combination?
Does that help you to remember?
Murphy?
Easy, Cole. Let this play out.
Just another minute, gentlemen.
Sorry, Mort.
See? Nothing's changed.
Mort, it wasn't meant to happen like this. I don't like this.
Look, just stick with the plan. Now, when Pepper cuts loose, head for the horses. By the time the dust clears, we'll be halfway to Pine Ridge. Auction! That's your cue. You're up.
They're robbing the bank! They're robbing the bank! They're robbing the bank! They're robbing the bank! Ooh, I like that!
Murphy, unplugged you. You'll be all right. Now just stay here, keep your head down so you don't get it blown off.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Younger. No!
Game's afoot, my friend.
Watch out for Murphy, Cole.
Look at this is great!
Go. Get the boys and Mama out of here. Go, go.
Boys, lay flat. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's all right. Just stay back there.
Let's go, boys.